Hello there, welcome back to another stream. And this is a very special one because this is episode 1 of Breaking Down with Mouldie. Don't worry, I haven't lost the plot yet. Depends how tomorrow's stream goes, where we'll be playing for the second time the Lego Batman game in the run-up to the new one coming out March 29th. If that isn't in your calendar already, I can't blame you. It's very expensive. I don't think I'll be buying it straight away. But the aim of these streams is just to have a nice chill time, you know, talk about Lego Star Wars. And with the smart brick coming out yesterday, initially I wanted to sit here for hours talking about the smart brick, which is basically what we did when we built the clone mech from yesterday's stream. This guy, how cool is this? The decal is pending, and I've actually got a few ideas of future videos to do with the clone troopers. Always welcome. Hello there, Grievous. Welcome. And today, I want to talk about what's next. Smart Brick comes out in March. What do we do? What does Lego do afterwards? And also, I will be parting out the Dark Falcon. That is today's set. I want to break this thing down because it has been... I actually really wanted to keep this built. I will admit, this has been one of the better non-canon like Legends or expanded Lego universe sets, even though this was in Star Wars expanded universe, and it should have been black for Rise of Skywalker, given the whole Lando Chewie initially for Han, you know, but if you don't know about that, don't look into it, it's so sad. But it has been falling apart. This has been everywhere. All right, I haven't kept the best, like this isn't on a display shelf. I'm sure those of you that are displaying it, it still looks really good. But we're missing the whole section back here. I've had to place it on, and I've removed a few bits that have fallen off. It's on like a Christmas dinner platter, on a lunch platter, which if you did go to any parties like that over Christmas and they had the sandwich trays, which my mum buys every year. They are really nice sandwiches. I think these are quite fancy ones. I can't remember what was on them, but I nabbed them because they've got these 2 little holes in the middle, which is perfect for sorting Lego. You've got your small Technic pieces, small Technic pieces, small Lego pieces, big Lego pieces, and big Technic elements. And I got 2 of them. Got really good news yesterday. Got accepted into paleontology school. Congratulations. 2 years of study and really paying off. Going to be digging up some clones. Love it. Oh, that's awesome. Have you seen, I don't know because you're into paleontology if you're a big fan of the Jurassic Park movies, especially the new one. But I watched the new one and I do quite like it. It's not Jurassic Park, but neither was Jurassic World. It's a good movie, and I'm intrigued to see where they go for the next 2. They might as well make it a trilogy at this point. That and Ares as well. I watched the new Tron that is now on Disney Plus. That's a pretty good one, though, not to do with paleontology. That's interesting because I think the 3 Tron movies describe what Lego have been doing with between the smart brick dimensions. I think Lego are on track to dominate the tech industry in like 20 years. Really? Lego? Maybe. So yeah, I'm going to be parting out this Falcon. It's a bit worse for where the back is open, which means like all of this is essentially disconnected. So we've got the backs falling off. The plate from down here has ended up over here. I don't know how that works, and it's just a bit all over the place. There's it's very dusty as well. It would have needed a dust, but considering this is without giving it any sort of brushing, I feel like this would not survive a dusting. Look at all, we've got a leg that I put on the inside. I think that's I keep shaking it. Things are just going to keep falling out. I don't know if I'll have the desk cam up. I feel like we've got a camera, we might as well use it there. But we'll do that once we're into the toolkit. And hello there, welcome back, Galactic Bricks. What do we want to bring up? So for those of you that haven't seen the smart brick, I recommend watching yesterday's stream. But with the smart brick, we were talking a lot. Let's get, I'll tell you what, let's get all the sets over. Let's see if I can bring this up on screen. With the smart brick, it comes with, or smart play sets. They're all in one smart play sets. Still yet to get the other sets announced. Oh, hold on. Which is it? This screen? Yeah, this one. Here we go. These are the smart play sets. We've got the Throne Room, Vader's Tie, Luke's Red 5. They come with bricks, tags, and minifigures. And I touched upon it yesterday, but I do think that this sort of tech in 10 years, in 20 years maybe, in 30 years, it depends with Lego, because it's taken them nearly 100 years to get this sort of technology in Lego sets. I do think this will be inside of minifigures. I think that will be quite nice. And I also think they could be making specialized bricks, like the 4+ sets. So this is for kids. They could be making 4+ sets with those big molds, those big ship bases with this sort of tech built inside. There's no reason they can't. Right now they've centralized it to a brick, because if it doesn't work and in 10 years time they pull out the smart brick, decide to either upgrade to minifigures or go a different route, these sets will still hold up. Well, I say these sets will still hold up. The Vader's tie will need a bit of work, and I'm not incredibly sure the X-Wing will. I think that cockpit's a bit too far forward. I'm interested to see what sort of modifications it takes, because like we said about Palpatine's throne, let's just hop back to that quickly. Might as well have them all up. Back with Palpatine's throne, there does seem to be the back of the throne removable. Get it out. Big fan. It's what got you into it. You remember going to see Jurassic World in cinemas 2015, over 10 years ago. Really? What? 2026. 10 years ago. Damn, that doesn't feel like 10 years ago. Considering like Force Awakens feels like 10 years ago. I remember seeing Force Awakens 3 or 4 times with 3 or 4 different groups of friends, probably 2 groups of friends and family. I went to see it, maybe again, dependent on, I think Rogue One. Rogue One I only saw with 1 group of friends, but I saw it twice with them because it was really good. That feels like it was ages ago. Jurassic World doesn't. 10 years is cool, 11 years now. 10 years when the last one came out. Palp's throne does have the block that can be removed off the back. The A-wing, real easy to build up. And the turret as well. I don't think the turret it's got a brick missing on top, but you could just fill it in with a grey brick. That will work. Vader's ship as well. None of these side builds use the brick. It's just on the back of Vader's ship. That could be tiled and sloped off. Luke's X-Wing, same with this turret. You can get rid of those plates and the Technic at the back, but Luke's X-Wing suffered the most from the smart brick. Imagine the yellow motorcycle. I think this is a decent £9 set. If it was between this and Mando Speeder, I probably would choose Mando Speeder, if we're being completely honest here, because Mando and Grogu in a £9 set that is minifigure scale, almost closer to minifigure scale than like a UCS model. Actually, it's not minifigure scale, is it? It's like double the size. Massive. That'll be something that we need to do in the future. But imagine a smart brick on this, making motorcycle noises. That would be cool. Yeah, we don't need smart brick in that. That's expensive enough. £160, 2,842 pieces. That looks good. A lot of them are 1x1s, 1x2s. I'm not sure. Not sure about the World Cup. I like the design. It looks good. I just don't know if we needed it. Maybe it will sell well. World Cup as well. Not football. They do have a football. That hasn't been announced yet, but official trophy. Yeah, I don't know. Especially with where FIFA are at the minute. If that's 3D printed, that'd be cool. But apparently that's just another molded element. Fair enough. They've got some F1 sets. Oh, maybe the ball has been announced. No ball. And also, no Batman. They've taken Batman off the market. March 1st, wasn't it? Have the Batman sets already come out? Yeah, they're not on pre-order. Where are the Batmobiles? Are they out of stock from pre-orders alone? No, they're up for pre-order. March 1st, pre-order, limit free. Why are they not showing new sets pre-orders? They've hidden them from new sets. I guess they're not new anymore. They got announced, what, like two months ago? By the time they come out, everyone's over them. They've built the older models if they wanted the set. Oh, there's a few good parts with Right, let's get back to parting this out. Jurassic World got some good sets, but I noticed Jurassic World Rebirth hasn't had any. Well, let me just double check. Update it as of last night. It didn't have any. I'll tell you what, I won't even do it on this. I'll bring it over here. Let's have a look. Might as well use the second monitor. Hello there, Moonshoes. What have we got? No Jurassic World Rebirth. I feel like Jurassic World does well. Oh wait, no, yeah, they already came out, didn't they, with Jurassic World Rebirth? I remember the. Would it be under Rebirth though? If I search Rebirth. There we go. This Mosasaurus is the one that I remembered. That's what triggered it. Yeah, all of these are. Oh, that's a nice element. Is that a frog? Wait. I don't remember there being a frog in this scene. What? Was there a frog in this scene? Could that be a reference to the little dinosaur? I know there was a frog in the big buildable T-Rex with the gate that they released ages ago, because frog DNA, or maybe toad DNA, was used to bring back the T-Rex. They didn't use it for all the dinos, but they did use it for the T-Rex. That's a nice little hut as well. This is, oh, it's a little more expensive than the Monkey Kid hut. I was going to say it's a nice alternative, but you really are paying for some of those bigger molds. Also the quad bike. I remember a quad bike, definitely not in this scene. Who is it in this scene? Is it? Yeah, so this is the couple. Also, what's nice about the Jurassic World sets is there doesn't seem to be a lot of repeat figures. That's the couple, that's the little sister of that of the one driving, and that's the dad. So we've got the family on a getaway here. The baby dinosaur. Oh, you know what? This is a cool set. I love the buggy. I love the baby dino. And you get the raptor that has a sick feature. Complete tangent to what we're talking about today. But it slides out and then the leaves move aside because it's got the little turny bits, which I never thought of using with studs. So this would be a great set. Kind of want to get a raptor as well. I might have to either pick this one up or part it out. The Mosasaurus was great. And then we've also got, oh look, that's the baby dino. Now it makes sense. Dolores. So we got 6 sets on the new one. Why do I not remember this? I remember someone in chat saying that they picked up this bottom middle set as well. These are pretty cool. I'm more attracted to these 3 up here. Nothing to do with the lower price, though I'm sure that definitely affects it. I guess the cheapest one is the buildable Dolores. Why is that 50? I guess it's a big mosasaur in it. Raptor and Titanosaurus tracking mission. Yeah, the Titanosaurus is nuts. And that's got the little dune buggy. Seems to have all the minifigures that you'd need. I assume what this doesn't have, the other set's going to have. Oh no, we get some Duke minifigures. You get the same 3, and this guy. Ah. Okay, that tracks. That's like all the main characters. But why didn't they split it off? I guess £90, 140, you're gonna want some more figures. You're not gonna just want 2 in here and 2 in here. But I think I would have loved to have seen them brick build the dinosaur. How expensive is that gonna be? I feel like they might have attempted to brick build these dinosaurs, and Jurassic World sets in the past have all been molded dinosaurs, except for any of the fossil sets, any of those sort of sets, or the brick built little dinosaurs. They've all been molded dinosaurs. Oh, this is it. This is it right now. They've got none of the old sets. Wow. But the mosasaur was brick built, and that's there for 55. Maybe the boat is a topper mold. Where did I put the mosasaur? Well, it's not fully brick built by the looks. It's got some big bricks, or maybe just one panel at the bottom with a sticker. Look at that mosasaur. You've even got more joints so it can bend a bit. That is a lovely build. Ooh, should I get into Jurassic World? And then we've got the rock face with the temple. Not a bad build. Not bad. A few little play features. Almost Indiana Jones style with how they've built the gold into the sandy walls. I don't remember there being much gold in there. And we get a Spinosaurus. And a vehicle. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the 2 big sets. Let's go back to the other one. The £90, 140. Maybe they could have even knocked the Raptor off. Knock the Raptor off. It comes in this set. Would be nice to get multiple Raptors, but at the same point, you're then still getting the Raptor off-road, the Titanosaurus tracking mission. If they could get that down anywhere near the Mosasaurus, even if they didn't brick build it and still give us the petrol station, that would be a solid £60 set. Hello there, George. I assume these are also on sale. The Mosasaurus, I am thinking would be the least likely to be on sale, just because the fact that it is brick built. That is currently going for £55. It's going for 1 pence more. £63 on Amazon. Not retired. £54.99 meets Lego's free delivery. Why is it more expensive? Are these Lego exclusive sets? Let's try the Raptor off-road. Maybe I won't be picking these up. I was hoping for at least a £5 off. Oh, £23, £27, £26.50. It's £30, £22 a steal, by the way. Not quite a third off, but this isn't Star Wars we're talking about. The prices aren't that high. £28. These are all out of stock though. Are any of these actually in stock? What was the other one? The Raptor. Oh, maybe the T-Rex. Yeah, I might have to part these out. Those dinosaur molds are going to be a pain. But what I might do is even brick build the T-Rex and the Raptors. £40, 42. It's £45. So there's a couple quid off. 38. There you go, 38 on Amazon. Not as much as I thought it would be. Not as much. And yeah, no news of Jurassic World sets on the way. Actually, no news of many sets on the way for 2026. We have a few of the Star Wars sets that we have previously mentioned, which do seem to be mainly play sets, besides like the other ones that we've got rumored earlier on. Oh, I actually found the list as well. I found the list of the other sets, and can I find it? No. Let's have a look. I did a video on it as well, I think, or I might have brought them up in a previous stream. That'll be harder to find. But alongside the all-in-one smart play sets, there are some that don't have the brick, and I'll be intrigued to see what they have to offer. No, I've seen so many. Oh, there we go. I've seen so many people try to mock together sets of the ones coming out, And they all look like battle packs. Well, I've got the numbers here. Where? No, these. Oh yeah, we got the image, didn't we? We have the image on the channel. Hello there, Thornstones. Greetings. Let me just grab. I should have YouTube on speed dial at this point. But at the end of the trailer, they showed us an image which is over in the community tab. If you did want to see, not too clear, but you know, pretty decent. We've got another 4 sets. Why does this say free? Oh, they forgot the ATST. Okay, I don't have numbers for that. But we've got, in case you're not on a computer, let me bring them up. Here we go. We've got these sets right here. So Luke's Landspeeder is on the far left. That's this set here. Seems to come with a Luke that is compatible to, so this will be likely the Death Star Luke pattern, which is cool to get him in a cheaper set, but he's gonna have that printing on the back. He's gonna have the tag inside as well, which means you won't be able to pull the torso off of the legs, but you could probably pull the legs off to add to your regular Farm Boy Luke. How far? Oh wait, behind the cruise. How far do the legs go down? Could you get? Oh yeah, you might be able to get away with that regular white hip piece. I think that would look good. Have I seen the Lego Tranquil Garden? Not new, but you've just discovered it. Oh, we can definitely take a look after these. I love discovering old Lego sets, like with Jurassic World. Literally, just a second ago, I remembered that there were 6 Jurassic World Rebirth sets, and now that I've watched it, it's quite nice. Even the bigger sets. I think if Jurassic World had brick-built dinos throughout, because that's what really attracts me with the Mosasaurus, then I'd be tempted to pick a few of them up. But I've just got no place to store massive dinosaur molds. I'd rather build them, break them apart. I'll look in the creative line and see if we've got like a Brachiosaurus or something that I can modify into a Titanosaurus. But we got a Jawa and a Gonk. Is that zoom in, enhance? All right, okay, hold on. That's a net with a tube. I could do with one of those in the winter for like tissues, just like blow my nose and whoop, nothing but net. That's cool, but that's got to be a Gonk, right? Look, bottom left, that's a Gonk. You can't tell me that's not a Gonk. Brand new Gonk, maybe even some printing. Does seem to be 2 bricks wide, or whatever it is. And the Jawa probably comes with a stun blaster, which is the green next door. Is it? What do we think that is? Besides, interesting in the Landspeeder, doesn't look bad. It's not minifigure scale. It's like double the size in every ratio. So technically it's 8 times bigger than minifigure scale. But you know, it's a Landspeeder. I don't think many people are expecting the world from it. What I'm intrigued to see is this set, which we do have a better look at the do-back, which is in the members Discord. If you want to check that out, you could probably find it elsewhere. Kenobi? Is Kenobi holding something? Is that in Kenobi's hand? Is that just like a light patch from the ambience behind? Or is that a clear translucent spiderweb element or one of the new Ghost Rider pieces or a play feature, again, aimed at kids? They want these to be playable. Could that be a force push element introduced with a lightsaber? The cantina actually looks good from this angle. Probably 4 sides, but each side will have the little Han Greedo scene. Maybe somewhere for Figurin Dan and his modal nodes to perform. I thought that was the TIE fighter from the Death Star for a sec. That's just Vader's. And we've got Kenobi and Greedo in this that can be used with a smart brick. Used with a smart play. Kenobi to go with Luke's Landspeeder. And Greedo goes with Han Solo on the other side of the screen with the Falcon. I think Han and Chewie are meant to be the two characters that come with this set and can interact with the brick, and then we've got Leia in the X-Wing. So if you want Luke, Han, Leia, and Kenobi, and Vader, you're going to have to pick up 5 sets. You could get the Return of the Jedi Luke, or maybe the X-Wing pilot suit. I think most people are going to want regular Luke, regular Kenobi, regular Han, regular Leia, and Vader's Vader. This isn't a New Hope Vader, is it? Again, a New Hope Vader's up here with the robe just covering his shoulder blades. Let's see what sort of details. You can see that the robes are covering Vader's shoulder blades on the top there, and the buttons are also green top right, red underneath, and then a red one in the bottom left corner. So let's find that image again. Here we are. Oh no, this is Return of the Jedi. Big difference is the shoulder blade, this armor piece on top is over the robes, and also the red button has been slid all the way to the right on the bottom right side of the torso, not the bottom left. Kids aren't going to be fussed with those sort of details, but as a massive Star Wars nerd, as a massive Star Wars fan, I've got to point this out, because when you're paying this much, when you're paying 60 quid, and it's not like this is just a regular set. This is coming out and will be on shelves 2027, which is 50 years of A New Hope. And after the Death Star from A New Hope, after this Smart Play Vader tie from A New Hope, we've still not got an accurate A New Hope Darth Vader. So I might be getting a few Vaders, decaling these torsos and making these available. If you do want to pick up this set, I guess it won't work with a Smart Brick. If I can get my hands on a few of these Vaders, if the set doesn't do too well, I'll definitely do that as well. And pick up a few of these to decal, or what I could do is just sell the decal and let you do it yourself, because there's a few steps involved, dipping it in water and sliding it off. Maybe I'll sell them in packs of like 2 or 3, just in case one doesn't go right. Then you'll have a backup or 2. I'll be able to do it to a few figures to give to friends, you know. But for this money, I just can't recommend this set whatsoever. If you want it, you want it. It's one of those things. I'm not telling you not to buy it. I just can't recommend it. Part out Vader's tie, and this is going to be so cheap to do. We don't have piece counts, do we? We didn't yesterday. And just nab that. I don't think we do. No piece counts. Not yet. They should be out sometime by late February. So maybe we can go live a bit early, a bit before this. I do want to build these, so I probably will be live throughout March, building Vader's tie, Luke's X-Wing, and definitely the throne room and A-Wing. The A-Wing is nuts. But after this, you know, the Smart Bricks still going to be in the background. Initially thought you wanted this set, but nah. Yeah, it's especially Vader's. I think that doesn't do it any help. That's the cheapest set. Definitely not worth 60 quid. I mean, again, a lot of money's going towards a Smart Brick. I think parents finding this in a sale, that would be a lovely set to get for Christmas. This especially, I want to get this set for Christmas. I mean, it's pricey, but you know, this drops down to half price. This is going on my Christmas wish list, because I would have hours of fun just off stream, away from the cameras, playing, dueling this out, mixing up the minifigures. Maybe you could even get Palpatine to duel with Luke, because Palpatine does have one of those smart minifigures. Call them smart minifigures. We'll see how smart they hold up. Yeah, you could even get Palpatine and Vader dueling. Palpatine, it comes with his gold-hilted saber. We've seen that in an image. Where is that hidden? He does come with it. I've seen images of him and his gold saber. There we go. Is what's the gold material? he uses on it. But yeah, I think if you remove the smart brick from these sets, this one's cool. Vader's TIE Fighter with an open back. That's what I was getting up the list. Oh no, where'd it go? We've got the other smart play. So Luke's land speeder with a hole in the back. Is that going to be a desirable set? I do apologize, we don't have any clearer images yet, but I'm sure they'll come out in due time. I don't think these are being released March. I think if they were, they'd probably be put out. If these were released in March, they probably would have released them all at the same time. So I think these are a June, July. I think maybe July release, but they were all here ready to go with the trailer. Maybe they are coming out March. Maybe they're all March 1st. Does anyone know when the rumor date for these are? Looks like we've got another stew cooking here, but that might be a Jawa heart. Mos Eisley is easier to hide it because the smart brick can go behind this wall or can go maybe like up here, slot into this chimney piece. For Kenobi, it must have some effect by the bar, which is also where Chewie would go. Maybe if Kenobi and Luke, Kenobi and Chewie can have conversations and it's not advertised because it's cross sets and you'd have to buy more sets, that would be awesome. The Sand Trooper on the dewback, love that. The dewback I don't think has room for a smart brick. And then we haven't spoken about the ATST that comes with, is that Wicket? Wicket with the smart scan thing inside, and we've also got two different tags. The ATST will probably have a space for a smart brick, but again, none of these sets do come with smart bricks. So the ATST might have an open back. The Falcon's going to be a fun one because this is a nice MIDI scale playset Falcon. Fans have been asking for this for so long. When the MIDI scale Falcon came out, that was a hit. So I think this one's going to do pretty well. I would love to build this one as well. But for the price of the set so far, I don't think I'm going to be buying this. I think this is going to be an easy part out. Thankfully, with them all being original trilogy sets, it does mean that all the minifigures are very cheap to access. They're very easy to pick up. So if you are trying to part it out, then at least we don't have to worry about that. All right, the Tranquil Garden with the little hut and the river flowing through it, isn't it? Lego Icons. This one, £95. Does that mean it? Oh no, it only qualifies for one gift with purchase. A nice Duplo cake. Can we not hide these anymore? What if I full screen it? No, you can't minimize gift with purchases. Well, you know, Lego are adding some very weird features to their site and removing some of the not necessary, some of the fun ones. Lego icons and all the tags up here are now clickable, but so are they up here. So you can go to Lego icons via this, and it wouldn't surprise me if this took us through Lego icons. Oh, that one's good as well, the Autumn Cottage Garden. Why do we need 3 different links to take us through to Lego icons? If people don't click the top one or the second one, are people really going to click the image? I'm nitpicking here, but it's like me linking a video 3 times in the description. If people don't click it the first time, what makes me think they're going to click it the next 2 times? You're just bugging them. Oh look, 4 times. There's another Lego icons link. And it's the same page as well. Fair enough. This is a great set though. I love the way the trees are built. It's a really nice set. How have they done the bridge? Well, actually, the set's out. We can take a little look at exactly how they've done the bridge. Once it loads up. Oh, come on. Don't kill the stream. They look like 8 bars. But then how are the bottom bits kept in? Let's go, go, go. Look at the koi. I never picked any of them up from Lego's online pab. Still in my wish list. Bits of jelly as well inside the crowns to act as the flowers. Right, let's not spoil it all for anyone that does want to build it. We just want to take a look at the bridge. Oh, Oh, they've used the 1x2 of the clips. Makes little gaps in between. Oh, there you go. And you build it flat and then you fold it in. How would you do that with the arms? Oh, you got the arms at 90 degrees. That's pretty cool. I will keep that in mind if I ever need a bridge for a Star Wars mark. When did it come out? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say on Lego. I think that would be helpful if Lego says when sets come out, but then it would also give you a good idea if it's a great time to buy them. And some people don't. I mean, sometimes even when I'm picking up a Lego set, I won't have a look how long the set's got left or when it came out. And I will just end up ordering it or not, dependent on whether I want it. I feel like if they have a battle pack that has come out 2024 January and is still available 2 years later, you're probably less likely to pick up the new battle packs. And although you're probably more likely to pick it up because it wouldn't be spending as long on the store shelves. If that's the case, it'd be retiring pretty soon. So maybe it's got good and bads. You could display. I guess that's what retiring soon means, though. The set's not going to be around for much longer, and that you should probably pick it up now. So that's fair. Here's the other one. Autumn Cottage Garden. Do we think that Star Wars are ever going to make these style of sets? I guess it's kind of midi scale sets. No minifigures with this. Snails, birds, which is fun because the minifigures aren't provided to give it any sense of scale because the minifigures would throw it off. I mean, minifigures would make this look too cozy. But we've still got garden gnome. Maybe the gnome's meant to be the character. Maybe this little guy by the door is our minifigure. This guy here. Maybe that's our character and a little gnome lives there. Could have got a few more gnomes with him. Gnome battle pack, come on, gnome battle pack when? How many dwarfs there? I know dwarfs and gnomes are very different, but in ways similar. The seven gonks. They've already got Snow White's cottage. Does this look like Snow White's cottage, or is that just because I haven't seen it in some time? Not far off. Out of stock as well. Is that coming back in? Retiring soon. Sold out. Oh, there you go. It's gone. Now that this cottage is out, you can pick up the autumn cottage. You just have to change the roof, maybe a few of the colors. Yeah, it's not really similar. It's got that extra side bit as well. You could buy 2 of these and mock it together. Increase the lake running through as well. That'd be a fun project. And the hats are different. They're more pointy in this one. Ooh! So I wouldn't recommend picking that set up if you do want Snow White's cottage. Maybe try and find it somewhere on sale as it has retired. But I don't see Star Wars doing anything like that. Mainly because it would be hard to market. There are other model kits that do that sort of thing for Star Wars sets. Oh, I thought I snapped something. I heard a pop. I don't think there's much. Oh, I say that I don't think there's much Technic. I think we'll get into a lot of Technic later. It's been so long since I built this or since I did anything with this. But all the pieces are just aching. You know when you can feel the parts are just creaking and making noises they shouldn't. That's where we're at with the Dark Falcon. But it's going to be a good year this year just because so many sets coming out. So many smart brick sets. I think I'll keep maybe these 1x2s. So many smart brick sets that I'm not interested in. So many the bigger sets are going to catch me out. We've got the Endor set. We've got the noisy play system. essentially just lights and sounds, which you can never go wrong with lights and sounds. The thing with the Star Wars sets, there's no batteries required. That is a good thing with them. They are on a charge system. So it does mean that when the batteries die, they're done for. You won't be able to pick up any rechargeable batteries that LEGO has made us aware of up till now. But how long will they last? Because if we're talking 10 years of play, well, you're not going to be playing with them every single day. So that 10 years is actually a bit more like maybe 15 years. And if they're kept in the right environments, they might last even longer than that. That'll be interesting to see the life of these. It's hard because of the tags. I don't know if the tags wear down. Do we have like a half-life on these tags? So the tags often last for about 10 years plus. Some modern ones have lasted up to 50 years, but of course they're only been made for like 50 years. So 50 years is a long time. Hold on, 76. Well, maybe since the 80s. We've had these tags since the 80s. I could imagine with a tech at the time that was mind-blowing, being able to wave like a figure over. And a lot of, I know even in the 2000s, they had the Ben 10 watches with the little tags at the bottom, or maybe even just some codes at the bottom of the characters. You'd put it on top, and it'd be a bulky bit of tech. But that was awesome, seeing that. Yeah, it will long outlive the battery, so there's not really any worry of that. And you could always just transfer it, or once people get these tags, they will digitize them, so in years to come, you'll be able to simply download them and add them onto your own tags. It might be even smaller. You'll be able to fit them inside the underneath of like a 1x1 stud. Or drill a hole in them and get them fixed around a bar. That's the next step. Getting these tags around like lightsaber hilts and any character that wields the blade, like lightsaber hilts, so that you get the color, the specific color. Trying to fit LEDs and a rechargeable battery inside the hilt of a saber. Can it be done? Is that technology about? Maybe. I don't think anyone else is working on that. Just like noise. Any sound brick companies? Because I wouldn't be surprised if with the smart brick, more companies take to making custom sound bricks and add in sounds into some of the bigger display sets. No. None so far. Just light. Fair enough, fair enough. Won't be long. They'll pop up sooner rather than later. Just confirming we don't have any part counts for any of the 3 sets, but I've just seen an ad for a Ninjago book, a 2026 visual dictionary coming soon. Do we know the minifigure that's coming in it yet? Because this is just a not final cover. Usually they're on the front of the book. I think those 5 minifigures we've already got. It would be nice if we got like a frack with a unmasked head. I'm looking to create my own mask for frack anyway, like a full-on Ninjago mask. Be nice. DigiZane is a good one. I look to making a custom DigiZane as well. Might do when I get to that far into Ninjago, when I go through my watch along. Ooh, won't read that out. That's a good one. For LEGO Star Wars, I do think lights need to be in more sets. Once the smart brick comes out, there's no excuse for it, but I had a revelation earlier. Actually, I keep having revelations. I'm looking for a lot of older Star Wars sets that I want to be building this year, because I have a feeling LEGO are gonna go a little harder for the Attack of the Clones anniversary next year, so I kind of want to get through a lot of the older LEGO sets that I haven't already built at this stage. And so many of the older sets just work better than today. Not price-wise. I saw in 2010 there was a post that popped up on Instagram. Don't know who it was by, But in 2010, there was an image of battle packs for sale down to £12. In 2010, literally 2 years after I remember battle packs being £9, they were £12 on sale. That's not even full price. How much were they going for? It might have been not £12, it might have been $12 state dollars. So it's not as bad as it sounds, but still $12.99. That's, what is that? $12.99 is about £10 on sale. So that's £1 more expensive in, do I remember what battle pack this was? It wasn't the Clone Walker. It was one of the others that come out to oppose it. It might have been the Assassin Droid battle pack that currently goes for £40. Oh no, it did come out in 2009. 2009 it came out and retired December 2010. It came out for £10 or $12. But stores were selling this on sale for $12.99. It's like selling it for £11. And this blew my mind because I didn't realise they were so expensive. But maybe that's why Lego are more expensive. Because I've noticed a lot of stores near me, a lot of toy stores will sell something day one a little cheaper. Especially Lego City sets, you normally get some of the smaller sets cheaper so that parents feel obliged to pick up a few rather than just the one. And if stores were making them more expensive back in 2010, 15 years later they're making them a little cheaper. What's the latest battle pack? We've got the Mandalorian one. That's, pre-orders for Smart Play have come up on here now. The Mandalorian battle, no, that was 25 quid. What? The Death Trooper and Night Trooper battle pack. There you go, regular price, no deals, $14.99. Whereas if we go over to Lego, oh wait, what set number? 75412, $17.99. So this debuted already £3 cheaper. And if they were going a couple quid over, now they're going a couple quid under, they're still making more money than they were back in the day. $14.99 is more than a tenner by 50%. But it is interesting. I don't know what to take from this. Sets used to be sold more expensive than Lego. Now toy stores are cheaper than Lego. Maybe Lego are shutting down their online site. Maybe Lego are going to stop their orders. Maybe Lego are going to rely on toy stores to push out all their orders, like they're doing with Bricklink. They stopped selling on Bricklink in 35 countries. Maybe the Lego site is next. We genuinely do not know if that will be a point that Lego ever go to. And how many other companies, not a lot of toy companies have their own website. I don't think Hasbro do. I think Hasbro just sell their Black Series through many different sites. Does anyone order Hasbro Black Series through Hasbro? I know Hasbro have a few pop-ups here and there. There are Hasbro Pulse pop-ups. Let's have a look. Oh, Hasbro Pulse has a website as well. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to get these up. These, take a look at these. Please show the same ones. Cool. Look at this. Look at this Ewok. It's not Lego, but it should be. We need a Valentine's Ewok in Lego. Valentine's Day edition. Are there any others? Is this the... Oh, this is it. Hallelu Tanov. Is that Ewok knees? Yub yub. Yub yub? Or yub nub? What's yub yub? I don't know about that one. This is awesome, isn't it? And it comes with a little BD unit as well. Look, he's got a belt. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. You can load the arrow. This is awesome. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for this. So you can pre-order them. £25 though. I don't think I've seen a Black Series on sale for more than £20. They're usually £20. A few of the Black Series I've got. So Jackson I got half price. You saw about that one. Jar Jar I got as a gift. And then Kenobi and Reva, who I've given Kenobi's cloak to Jar Jar and Reva's lightsaber, double-bladed? Yeah, double-bladed lightsaber to Jar Jar. I picked both of them up for a £5. I got them through a toy shop, just on a sale. I think the Kenobi ones were cheaper to begin with. Ewoks version of YouTube, YubTub. Love it. That one's good. And this is only the first one. Are there any other Valentines? So I called this, and I do think this is a new version of The Mandalorian. Come on, from the movie, with a faithfulness to Star Wars comic books, films, series, and more. Oh, it's from the movie. From Star Wars The Mandalorian. Not from The Mandalorian and Grogu. I think this is how Mando will look. We got the Mudhorn knife, we got the little pistol, we got the Han Solo stance, not the big rifle. And a spare hand. Maybe that's for the knife, gets rid of the trigger finger. Okay, I do think this is from the Mandalorian movie. Pagadon, is that the planet? Pagadon is the terrestrial ice-covered planet. Oh, this is the planet he picks up the Mithril on. Which is interesting, he comes with a knife. Maybe he uses it in the opening scene. So this is from the very opening scene. But notice how Mando's armor is painted. This isn't like, oh, he's been given some hand-me-down pieces. Although he probably was. These were probably used a lot before him. They're not necessarily his scratches on there. But I think this is how Mando's going to look at the end of the movie. I think Mando's going to end up repainting his armor. If he already hasn't, they could introduce him at the top. Not only can they resell the toys that they were selling at the start, which is fair, they can resell. That's what they were doing with Lando, weren't it? In Jedi, they wanted to sell Lando in Han's clothes. Just pop the head off one of the toys, put him on the other, and there you go. You've got another minifigure. Maybe Han was going to be buried in Lando's gear. Where else would it go? You'd end up getting a Han in Lando's suit. Yeah, we don't have Han in Lando's gear. Well, do we? Because he did try a few bits on in Solo, a few of the capes, so maybe we do have it, and I just haven't been paying attention to some of the Solo minifigures that come out. There's been a new photo of the Mando movie released. Ooh, what's it tell? Has it got Mando in this gear? Let's see if I can find it. I do think Mando's going to end up painting his armor, and if not, then I will be very disappointed. Oh, he's got shiny armor, doesn't he? All right, let me pull this up on the big screen. By big screen, I mean the little fraction of the big screen that you're going to be able to see on your screens. There we go, this one. Yeah? With the child over the shoulders. Where are we? Oh, this is the cockpit of the AT-AT, is it? Because that looks like the little chute that he jumps out of. That's got snow on it. Maybe he returns to that original planet. Maybe this is Pagadon. Wouldn't be the first time that Star Wars have touched up a trailer image for for Star Wars. Remember that tie that didn't show up in Rogue One? Huh. They look like they got Death Stars on the side. That's just like the discs and the information, a lot of the swirly things, like the circles. Is this the head of the AT-AT? Razor Crest 5.0. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I don't think we got any sort of description with it, did we? just a new look at The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters May 22nd. And that is from USA Today. Oh. People are excited for Avengers. Interesting talk in on a Star Wars post, but you know, fair enough. Any other behind the scenes looks? Nothing else announced. A lot going on in the behind the scenes though. Oh, there's a new Star Wars comic. All right, this is cool. Do we have a cover for it yet? I know Marvel like to leak covers and get people's opinions on them before they confirm. No, okay. We've got a new Jar Jar comic though. That will be cool. Jar Jar featuring Rum Sleg. Isn't that one of the astronauts from A New Hope? I think that's one of the space guys. I only remember that name because I was gonna make him with the orange classic astronaut, but the torso's got a bit more detail. Rum Sleg. Either that or it's just a made up name that is very similar to it. Either way, that's pretty cool. What other Black series do we have? Ooh, Seventh Sister and Dooku. So, Black series and now, oh, that's a nice saber piece. No, go away, go away. We've got a blurred saber. Don't think Lego are going to do that anytime soon, but that would be quite cool to see in a Lego set. They'd need to have like leg holes for it so that you could have a minifigure being cut in half. Brutal, brutal. One figure, two accessories. You get the spare head of an older Dooku. So this is Dooku when we first see him, and then Dooku with Windu and Dooku with Qui-Gon. Is it? Qui-Gon being the older, or the younger Dooku face, the one from further back in time. That one's pretty cool. And the Seventh Sister, oh look, all of these have the same lightsaber effect. Kal-Katarn. Oh, nice. I think this is what is next for Lego. That is what we're talking about today. I'll leave these up for quite a bit so you can take them in. They're all up for pre-order, but I'd recommend waiting for a sale unless they're like a popular character. If we see any clones pop up, I'd recommend probably pre-ordering them because a lot of those sell out, or even some toy stores. I went to pick it up. I saw the Bad Batch Captain Rex Black Series in a toy store. So you're thinking, okay, probably going to be retail, maybe a little more if they've had them sell out. And it was upmarked to 40 quid. Just for a regular Black Series. This weren't one of the special ones. 40 quid for Rex from a toy store shelf. They knew exactly what they were doing, and I was having none of it. I'm not paying 40 quid. You know how many Lego Rexes I can get? I could probably get the original Phase 1 Rex for not far off that. For like 40 quid is a good deal. Maybe like maybe a hairline fracture or something up the side of the torso. Doors End. So is left side. That's the Kenobi one? Is that? 40-year legacy from Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. 21st of January. Any Black Series figures that are coming out, like Maul? Does Maul have any Black Series characters? No problem, Thornston. May the bricks be with you. And the English language, hopefully better than with me. Have we got any looks at Maul? We've got a nice Windu Sidious pairing. Really like the Jedi robes in this. And Black Series Purge Trooper and Patrol Trooper from the Jedi game franchise. I think we've seen a version of the Purge Trooper. Not too much. We saw a version of the Purge Trooper in Kenobi. And Outlaws is kind of too late on in the franchise to see any of them in that. But these twin packs look 60 quid. Ooh. But you also get like the lightning and a second Palpatine head. Where are the accessories? No? Okay. Use my knowledge, I beg you. That's cool. Expensive though. That is expensive. Considering that. Oh, here's some of the Christmas and the Halloween ones. I don't think I showed off the Christmas ones. We definitely took a look at the Halloween, and these are all out now. I think some of these are the later release from last year. I see they're still available. Oh, look, there you go. For the price that, I won't say what toy store, it wasn't Smith's, but for the price the toy store wanted me to pick up Rex for, you can get Rex and Anakin, and they're in stock. I don't need it though. Oh, but Rex, oh, but no, I don't. I don't need it. Something that is nice about the Black Series, if you haven't picked up any of them, I literally have these 4 up here. I'm not a massive fan, but they do look pretty cool. These clips on the bottom of the lightsabers go into the belt right here. So you can have them displayed. I think Kenobi, Raver come with 3 lightsabers, one double-ended circle one, and then one split in half. So 2 halves and the whole. Better than it being any complicated connecting point in the middle. And we get a Karma and a pauldron. A plastic pauldron and a material Karma. I think a material pauldron is odd anyway because it ends up covering like the entire arm. Like this one. I'm not a fan of the material pauldrons whatsoever. The first chance I get to replace that, which has come in the 322nd battle pack, but we'll see if we get another one in the magazine, and I might switch that out. Any other good value twin packs? Ooh, Darth Vader Luke with a bit of best spin. I think we're getting another one of those in Lego this year. Be interesting to see what that's like. But the next step for Lego is, you know, character accuracy. Silly little things like with Vaughn's torso, with Karma's as well. They are needed. And we all need, let's be honest, we all need a Valentine's Ewok. Oh, I'm going to have to do a Valentine's Ewok, and look how cute this little guy is. Oh, look, he's got knees as well. And a pink BD unit. We need a pink BD unit. This is cool. It even comes with a little card. There you go. If you're not spending money on anyone this Valentine's, spend it on yourself and have Star Wars send you a little Ewokies card as well. This is awesome. Star Wars could do little... You know what? Actually, that's a good point. Star Wars could get away with doing polybags of this. If Star Wars for Valentine's Day come out with an Ewok Valentine's polybag, and they wouldn't do a card, they probably wouldn't whack a BD droid in with it, but we'd have an Ewok brick-built angel wings as a glider. Someone write this down. And Valentine's, you think like chocolates. Ewoks probably can't eat chocolates because they're like little puppies. And dogs can't eat chocolates. What would it come with? We'd have an Ewok with wings. I'm trying to think like box of chocolates, maybe something like tree-based. A chocolate tree. That doesn't really work out. Oh, I tell you what. Something that probably wouldn't be great to do. No, February's still quite cold. A campfire with marshmallows. Fireflies! Oh, it could come with the... They're not fireflies. What are the Ewok ones called? The Pixies. Wisties! It could come with Wisties. Ah. We could get some Wisties. So, a pink Ewok, red hood, some brick-built fairy wings, maybe a little, like, heart piece as well. Could even do, like, the bow and arrow, Cupid style. Some Wisties to add into the background. And our Cupid Ewok. Cupid, Wicket, Cupid. There's a play in words there somewhere. Could be hovering over a campfire, little marshmallows roasting there, very romantic little scene. Maybe we just need 2 Ewoks, but no doubt Lego would remove that campfire last minute and just give us the Ewok with a bow and arrow and the wings. Would still be a really cool set, wouldn't it? That would be awesome. 40 plus years. Oh, of Star Wars. Hasbro's got to be somewhat close. Kenner had it initially, and I don't think Hasbro have bought Kenner out yet. I don't think they can. There's probably like a Kenner clause, which means they can't be bought out by anyone. That would be an awesome Valentine set. I suppose the alternative is like a polybag of shirtless Kylo. Wait, all trilogies. We get shirtless Anakin from the Clone Wars, or what else would people put forward? Probably Lucas's Padme dress, the black one from Attack of the Clones, or I think that's the prequels pretty much covered. Then we get a Cupid Ewok, totally canon, and then we can get shirtless Kylo. Ben Swolo in Lego. That I was looking earlier when I said about the old sets. I was looking at the Darth Vader medal figure, which is what started it off. And let's have a nice visual. This is the cozy campfire of Lego Star Wars right here, just breaking down a ship. But we could Cupid Wookiee. That it would start a whole line. We could then get Cupid minifigures every single year. Cupid Wookiee would be a good one. We got the medal ceremony Darth Vader in the Empire Strikes Out DVD. That's the one. And that was a fun minifigure. We got Ian in the Yoda Chronicles. Again, that's a young Han Solo. Is that canon? No, but it's a bit of fun that Lego had with the character. Hello there, Deezer. We are breaking down the Dark Falcon. Hopefully, the reason I'm breaking this down and kind of piling it up rather than putting it straight into my drawers is because I'm still sorting out the drawers, but also I want to see how many parts here can be used to build Vader's castle. I think Vader's castle uses a few similar elements. I think there's like a third of the elements in common between this and Vader's castle, but that might be a later this year project. Maybe for Halloween we can fill Vader's castle with ghost Ewoks and fill our Ewok collection. Now that we've got Christmas Ewoks, we can look at all these. Wait, let me pile these up. We can have Ewoks for every season. Little Easter Bunny Ewok as well. Yes, Santa Ewok. We got the Christmas, the snow Ewok. We just need Valentine's, Easter. Maybe a special one for May, like a Star Wars fan Ewok, you know, or an Ewok costume. How? No, that's perfect. The next thing for Ewoks. I go on about it quite a bit on the channel, but I love the fact that I love Lego costumes. I love Lego costumes as minifigures, and the Ewok is perfect. This hood could be its own element, and that Ewok just has to be a printed face. They don't have to be as big as they are. They could reduce it a little bit, and then we would be able to put regular figures in Ewok costumes. I suppose that was my thinking with the Chewbacca hairpiece as well. That didn't work out. We need a head mold for Chewie. I don't know if a hood would work for Wookiees. That would look weird. It looked like they're wearing their fur as a robe, and that's all sorts of wrong. But the Ewoks work as hoods. We wouldn't need printed torsos underneath. They can still have a similar element with a minifigure head under the hood, and then we could put regular figureheads, and that could be the May 4th Ewok. We get a Star Wars fan Ewok. This is going to be a pain now, trying to get the head underneath the Ewok helmet. I'm going to have to design that one from the ground up. Heard there'll be an upscale Darth Vader and a new Ewok village. I am so excited to see the new Ewoks village. The Darth Vader, I don't think it will be a day one build for me. I think I'll have it built by day one, because with our Rex, upscaled Rex fig, that was built 2 years ago now, weren't it? Or was it a year? No, 2 years ago. We upscaled the Captain Rex minifigure using the helmet. And what I like about this is exactly what I like about the droid play droid builders. The droid builders set that came with Chopper, the Imperial droid, R2D2 and R2QT. And it's the fact that it fits to Lego proportions. I don't know if the upscaled Vader would fit to proportions. I tell you what, an upscaled Clone Wars Anakin next to this, that would be awesome. I think Rex might stay built till I get that done. And also with Vader, getting the Anakin face down the side, I'd love to see a few of the mocks that come out of that. But with this is the Rex helmet on an upscaled character design. I'm trying to support it because it is very much top heavy. I think what Lego will do is reduce the helmet size so that it fits more with the rest of the character. Similar to what I think Harry Potter, Hermione's hair was a bit smaller than the minifigures because the minifigure hairs are just so big on top of their heads. I think Vader's helmet on top would be better. Obviously, it is top heavy. This thing does stand. I can stand it on the corner of my desk and it stands no problem. Even half on the mat. It's not even flat and it still stands up. But I think Lego are going to reduce Vader's helmet to try and conserve parts. Maybe even just get a decal on the torso, which for Vader, they might need. They might need the tile for the chest plate. Hold on, how big would the chest piece be? So the torso is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the 2x2 from Vader's mech would work on the torso because Vader's chest piece is about a third. Don't think it's much less than a third of the torso. And that is just bigger than a 2x2, pushing a 3x3 tile. But the chest piece does stand out then on a grey backdrop, which could have a little border around. So you could get the tile from Vader's mech in the middle and then build the armor over it. The one thing I'm interested in, is it going to have a cape? What do we think? Vader's upscaled fig, will it come with a massive cape? Like the buildable one. Yeah, I do want to build Vader beforehand. I will, depends how it looks. If the set does look good, if it comes with a cape, if it is brick built and there's no like massive decal on the torso, which would be easier for Lego to build, but I do think like, I do feel like not only is it cutting corners, but for Vader, he's got his robes over the top. I want a New Hope Vader. This would be the final chance. We missed it with the Death Star. We could have gotten a New Hope Vader and we didn't. We've now missed it with the smart playsets. This is Lego's third strike. And if Lego do not give us a New Hope accurate Vader, the buttons I'm not fussed about. The buttons can be wrong. We've seen it with Vaughn, we've seen it with Fox. Lego do anything to cut corners, and I feel like the buttons would definitely be thrown under the bus. But we need the robe to go over the shoulders. Maybe they just give us a material piece like some of the Harry Potter professors that have the 2 robes down the front and then the robes at the back. That would do. That would do for me. Honestly, it's not quite a cape. They could whack a cape on top. But that would do. I want to build the upscale wizard mock from Rebrickable. Forget his name. The blue one. Majesto. Ooh. Oh, I can't say I've seen that. That does sound cool. Darth Vader has the potential to be a day one buy. If it's got that minifigure. If not, third strikes. That's it. Never buying a Darth Vader set again. until they. Well, I can't say until they include the minifigure. That gets rid of the 3 strikes and they're out. Ooh. There's a new article on Lego about the smart brick, and it gives us all the details. So it's got a motion sensor. So when you're shaking the ship around, if I were to, I'm not picking up that Dark Falcon. Surely I've got a ship around. No? Oh, here we go. Kenobi's Delta. If you were to be shaking it around like this, you are immortal. You are invulnerable. You are Super Mario with a golden star. You are never going to be hit. This, for some reason, stops the ship from being hit. If only that worked in real life, you'd just be driving around crazy. But if you were to stay still, you can then be hit. That's the motion sensor built in. The dynamic light is LED. Dynamic? Really? Is it dynamic when like everyone's dynamic? Doesn't that cancel out? And then we've also got the dynamic sound. Dynamic. Dynamic. Characterized by constant change, activity, or progress. Or positive in attitude, like full of energy, new ideas. Dynamic. Well, the smart brick isn't full of energy, isn't full of ideas. And it's definitely not a progress. Like this isn't new sound, new light. Toy companies have been doing this for decades, Lego. It's not dynamic. We get the motion sensor, we get light, we get sound coming from the brick. Maybe what I saw and thought was a radiator when we had a look at their patents last year is a speaker. That might be. Legit, I'm a bit fatigued about the smart brick already and it's not even out yet. Why so early? January. The thing is, it was announced at CES, so Lego kind of had to go public with it after that because there was so much media coverage there. And for a Lego panel, it is a bit surprising. But CES, did they need to announce the smart brick at a investors panel? Probably. I don't know what CES is, to be honest. I do know that people couldn't just waltz in there. You had to be somebody or be invited somehow, and it cost a lot even if you were the right person to be able to pick up a ticket. And they could have announced Batman. Well, not announced. They could have shown some gameplay of Batman. The smart brick could have waited. Star Wars isn't as big in March. They do need a bit of a run-up. But Batman's also coming out in March. Why didn't they speak about Batman and save the smart brick to May? With the Star Wars hype, people are going to be paying more, and also people are going to be talking about Star Wars. Free advertising, isn't it? So what's after the smart brick? We've got the motion, light, sound, range, smart tag, color sensor, wireless charging is a good one. Think for trains. Oh, a new Apocalypseburg. We need a new Lego movie. And I'm not talking Lego Batman, not talking Lego Star Wars 10, the Legoverse. A new Lego movie, not Lego Movie 3. We need, and the smart brick does always play in. All right, let's ignore the smart brick. Let's talk about Apocalypseburg for people that don't know. Let me bring up Apocalypseburg. I got the pleasure of seeing a recreation. I don't think it was the actual one in Windsor, Legoland. Oh yeah, can I get that up? It was a whole Lego city of Apocalypseburg. Yeah, it was part of the Lego Movie 2 experience. Can I see any of these that don't have kids in? Well, I mean, it's from the wrong side, but it gets the image across quite literally. So Apocalypseburg is this. This is Apocalypseburg. Lego still have their Apocalypseburg page up. How? They've got rid of like most Star Wars sets. And they've also got it under the Batman theme. Did Batman, because I know we went through a period without Batman. Did Batman take over the Lego Movie subcategory? Batman took over from the Lego Movie. What do you know? They sort of merged them. A lot of Batman in here. I mean, a lot of a Batman minifigure in here. Oh, wait, Harley Quinn, Green Lantern. See, I don't remember seeing these sets as well as I think. Why are there so many DC minifigures? This is a DC set. You've got the Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. You've got Green Lantern from totally Reynolds' portrayal. You can't convince me otherwise. And then really good minifigures. I remember a few of the Lego Movie figures had like these graffiti and war stains and that on them. And then where's Batman? There's Batman with a tire armor. One of the best Batman designs, up there with like reggae Batman for Robin. And I'm trying to figure out what sort of weapon that needs to be. Such a good set. Look up a price of the HQ, the Harley Quinn minifigure. Is it expensive? All right, let me get that up. I'll be able to read that out. What's that? 70840. But in Legoland's at the time, and this is something we don't see anymore. The smart brick was announced online. Do you think there were parents in the crowd at CES that cared? There were probably parents, but do you think there were parents that were going to be picking up this set? What? None in the UK, so it's priceless. There's one listed on Brickow. In America, wait, are there any cheaper in America? Okay, there is one nearly half price in America, but there is one £503 new, 48. £503.48 in US dollars is 300. What? They've got that the wrong way around. Let's flip that. £503.48 in US dollars is $675. 2 cents. 2 cents. You don't get any cents for free. That's for this Harley Quinn minifigure. That's crazy. I mean, it is the only minifigure. You got the arm printed on there. You got side of the leg, dual molded legs. Dual molded legs in the year 2019. Impressive. Still, nonetheless, even if you were to part out this figure, the hairpiece is going for 50 quid, cheapest used. The legs, £100. The head is the cheapest at only £11, which is shocking because it is also exclusive to this. But I suppose people are probably swapping it out for a different head. Maybe. Also surprising the legs are that expensive because they come with big brown boots, as do most of the minifigures that have been changed for Apocalypseburg. That is crazy. How about only printed tiles? Not salty at all. Definitely not. Didn't come across. Printed tiles instead of stickers, and not just printed tiles, but efficiently printed rather than. I think Star Wars needs to be, and again, all the Lego movie sets did come together quite nicely. They didn't have many problems between them. The fact that Emmett has to climb up after instead of taking the lift. That's amusing. You've got a few little interiors. This is also a Leaning Statue of Liberty. Reminds me of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the fact that it's leaning over, but it's the Statue of Liberty. All they needed was like a big clock face on the top. And they'd have got in a few more. Is that the Where's My Pants guy? That totally is. I didn't see them in the minifigure lineup. Oh look, there they are. Still haven't found their pants. Rocking the Elvis hair. But in Legoland's, they displayed this in a town with other sets. You've got the Unikitty set down here. You've got some of the destroyed ships. You've got a big one there. Some of this wasn't available. This building in the back was custom built based on the design they went for in the movie. But this was the setting for, and there's a yellow bus. There's a yellow bus in the back as well. Is that custom? I feel like that would be something they show off, the yellow bus, right? Okay, the yellow bus may have been added. If you have the set, let me know. But this was at Legoland's, and you could see the entire scene where essentially it's filmed, animated, digitally, but they built it in person. It's like Harry Potter Land, Harry Potter Studios. Not too far from this, I don't think, where you can walk through the sets. They didn't film in the room. There weren't cameras around this set specifically. This was in California. I saw this in Windsor, and that was at the same time. They definitely weren't flying it over every other day. But something that could be built. Whereas you've got the other sets. We'll ignore the bricks for now, but you've got the X-Wing, the TIE Advance, but Yavin's out of stock. So if you didn't pick up Yavin, you either part it out on Brickow, don't use Bricklink. You can't in 35 countries now, but you can either part it out, you can try and pick it up for a bit more money, maybe wait till Lego do another. There's not that cohesiveness. Lego Movie come out and there'd be a drop related to it. Even with Batman in March, which I can't remember how we got to the Batmobiles now. I think if we go to Batman and sort by new, they should pop up. They haven't been scrubbed off yet. There they go. Okay, here's the Batmobiles that are coming out. Is 3 Batmobiles a lot? Hello there, Rebecca. Arkham Asylum for Christmas. Awesome. I think that was our set of the year 2025. So you literally couldn't have got a better set for Christmas. That's an awesome set. The only thing I would say, it could have come with a Batmobile. But you have the choice to pick from in March. We've got 3 Batmobiles, but they are 3 Batmobiles. This is the Batmobile release. If they come out with another Batmobile in August, I will sit here and I will complain about it, because I feel like this covers 3 very broad strokes of Batman. We've already got the Tumbler. We don't need another one of those. We've got a lot of Batmobiles, and not all of them are around the same price range. These are a bit different to the £25, but these 3 right here could be the £25 sets March 2027, not to look ahead too far. Great question. What are your Grail sets? Chat, what are your Holy Grail sets? They don't have to be holy. They don't have to have any holes. But what sets are you looking at picking up? Don't have to be in stock either. And whilst you answer, it gives me some time to think about mine. But this scene, look at that. Imagine going to Legoland and seeing you've got the figures on the wall here. I think this is the workshop behind this bit of glass, because you also have drawers of Lego and some models on display. That's another thing that was great about Lego. And they had a similar experience for Star Wars, where they had the brick-built designs, but they couldn't use characters. They couldn't use minifigures, so all the characters themselves were brick-built. They had a few giant figures that were brick-built and a few that weren't brick-built that lit up. Be nice to tie those in. And Darth Vader. Darth Vader's Lego set is probably going to be the upscaled minifigure. It's probably going to be just a regular minifigure, no accessories. But for an extra couple of tenors, imagine they had a light-up lightsaber, and you could use a brick-built Lego set as a lamp. I don't know. With how heavy the lightsaber would be, you'd probably need to like the arm would either have to be brick built into the side, or you'd need a frame on the inside, and that's what Lego are like opposed to using. But imagine you get it as a lamp. How cool would that be? Got the Dark Knight small tumbler to display outside Arkham Asylum. Oh, that's gonna look good. That's top-notch display. And for Batman, it does work out. I think Batman's got so many storylines that you can get a big display, a littler set, and even, I mean, you could display Arkham next to the classic Batmobile, even though they're not size accurate. They just look good next to each other. The Tumbler definitely works. The Batman Forever Batmobile, I'm not too well versed with Batman Forever. I really like the shape of this. The fin, the similar design to the Batman and Robin Batmobile on either side. You can see where each of them have taken from the others, even with the newest one, the most modern one, the modernist one. You can see it's kind of got those bits on the side, less so though. The Tumbler, Two-Face and the Joker. If only this was a £25 set. We needed Robin in this set. Where's Superman in this set? The Batman Batmobile, that should have included Penguin. I was going to say that's okay, but we got a set for a couple quid cheaper that did include the Penguin. So I think that's the big downfall with these. At least these come with a few minifigures, the Joker and Two-Face. So I can't fault this. This is probably one of the better Batmobiles. And the good thing is, it came out last year. So if you haven't picked it up already, I wonder what the going rate is. £55 to be. I know it's going to be cheaper than that Harley Quinn minifigure. It won't quite be $600-700. It is instead £43 is, oh, 54. So 43 with a voucher is really good, but out of stock. 43 also in Smith's, out of stock. Unless I want to go up north for it. The cheapest I can get it is £55. Okay. This has sold well. No minifigures, you can buy it out for 40 quid. Maybe the parts are there. Has this got a beefy interior then? I suppose it doesn't have much of a windscreen, does it? It's got a load of details on the top. All right, what sort of growl sets we got? Retired UCS sets you missed out on? I feel that Moonshoes. There's been a few old ones as well that I don't think Lego are going to redo many. The Falcon is an exception, and the Death Star is an exception. Falcon, Death Star, X-Wing, TIE Fighters. Slave One, I think, will be at least 10 years before they even think of redoing it. Maybe for like 55 years of Empire. They'll do a £555 Slave One. Even then, they'd probably just redo the Falcon. I wonder if Lego does get to a point, especially with where it was heading with Bricklink, if rather than release UCS sets, they release like the cockpit of the Slave One. I don't know if that element was being sold on the Pick-a-Brick. It should still be up. Oh, we wanted that one. What's it taking us to? Oh, no, get out of here. Smart. Oh, no, we can't. I tell you what, I can override it. Get out of here. We're done talking about Smart Play. We're on to the next thing. Bricks and pieces. Let's see what sort of cockpits they've got. Oh, the oxygen tanks are on here. 13 pence. They're coming in the magazine, but that's quite handy. Do I have the dark blue? I don't know why I turn around. They're not behind me. Do I have it? As long as it's not Cloud City, you should be good. True. Cloud City is a part out, especially when you can get better figs. I think there's definitely something cool about owning the classic one. But maybe that's one for placeholders at the minute until Lego decide to re-release it. Crash the Lego stock market. That would end the Star Wars theme. Snowspeeder tops your list. Oh, the Snowspeeder's a good one. I don't remember the numbers for any of these. Let me see if I can get them up. Have a little look at afterwards. The Snowspeeder's one that could do with its own custom cockpit. I don't know how the cockpit of that is made. White, orange, yellow, black. I don't think I have a black space trooper. I need to have a little look. When the magazine comes out, I'll need to have a little look through my space figures, because I don't remember which ones I do and which ones I don't have. New. Oh look, there's the light brick, not the lights and sound brick. There's the light brick. Transparent, but which color? Yellow. There's a difference in the images here. It's not just our eyes. But what's the difference? So this is dark stone grey light brick with transparent top. And what's this? Dark grey light brick. Wait. This is the same. Oh, it's just another item number. It's the exact same. They just have a different element ID printed on the actual brick. They've got two molds of that at the same time. Is that the case? Yeah, they've got 3 of these. So the element ID is just a different mold design, probably comes in different sets. How you can tell the expensive sets from the others? But they go to the same link. I mean, Brick Owl does not distinguish. At the minute, we've just seen them in a classic space telescope, Lunar Lovegood's house, and they're still on shelves for the Lego Friends movie night. Last year's Lantern, which I think has retired. And yeah, a few other retiring sets, Santa's Post Office, the Halloween Pumpkin, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage we looked at earlier the stream, the Red London Telephone Box, which is retired, and the Batman, the old Shadow Box for Batman had it. The Iron Man Hulkbuster, that's retired as well. A few of these have just retired. So only 2 sets, but we got 3 numbers. We were looking at cockpits. I wanted to see if the UCS cockpit is on this list, because that's the Eater. And even though it's got printing in Ahsoka's ship, Oh no, this has come out. 2024, we got it in a surface space loader and a heavy cargo spaceship over in the Technic line. What do you know? In transparent black. Also, this did come with printing for Ahsoka's ship, and it was that same one. 3x6. Oh! Is this what the new... No, the new not to be mentioned set. You know what, I'm just gonna pop it off screen. Is 4 studs wide, isn't it? It's not quite this element. But the piece on screen now is the piece that they used for Grievous. I think that was the dark, or the dark grey or the black translucent. I think it was dark, because black hadn't been introduced at that point. Or was that even translucent? No, it weren't. Oh, yeah, that's the one that popped up. Decorated 4 times, once for Grievous's Starfighter, once for... Oh, Krennic's shuttle. I didn't recognise it without the wings. And once for Grievous's other Starfighter. We got the 2 of them. And then once in Lego City for the Space Buggy in 2019. That don't look too bad. It does seem to be getting a new one. I wonder if we get like a smaller Grievous shuttle with the X-Wing cockpit used. So we got 2020 Grievous's shuttle and then the old one back in 2010. Not too bad. There's still no sign of the Slave 1. Oh, it's not called that, is it? Django's whatever. Do I have to put UCS? There we go. About 20th down. What's the element ID? There's 2 of them. Because there are, even though this only came out in 1 set, of course there's 2 different pieces. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? All right, hear me out. The old, what does the old, this was called the Slave 1, the Boba Fett version. What does that cockpit sell for? Oh, it's showing me all the old, where's the UCS one? Why is it starting to be complicated? There we go. There it is. So the cockpit is in, oh no, it's transparent. Wait, is it the same? Is this slightly longer? All right, the new one might be slightly longer. Yeah, it's 18 studs rather than 16. And the old one was also only 5 tall, so this is a slight bit deeper. You'd have to make a little modification. Be able to use this with the Slave 1 because it does lead into slopes and then does also have a few bricks underneath. So this would fit with a few modifications and sets you back £16, whereas the old Slave 1 piece will cost you £166. That's to start. That is to start. And then it goes down to 150. Okay. Oh no, there is someone selling it in the UK for £95 a piece. Slightly more expensive shipping. I normally sort by shipping, so that's why that's come up at the end. But £5 shipping ain't nothing when you're spending 95 on a piece. £95, or you could buy it, the new one through Lego, for £16. One of the only exclusive parts of Django Slave 1. What are the other ones? What other exclusive parts do we have? Let's have a little look at some of the other. Yeah, £600 to £700 for the Slave 1 and the Snowspeeder boat. I mean, Slave 1 probably goes for more, doesn't it? Lego Slave 1, if it come with all its pieces, which seldom of them do, you're looking at least £350. Maybe that's all for Boba, because not many of these parts are exclusive. I think the cockpit is one of the only pieces. Maybe the beam with the ball joint. Nope, that came in 24 other sets. Even the printed tiles aren't exclusive. They were used in every set back then. So you've got an exclusive Boba. The Stormtrooper? No, that's not exclusive. Wondered if that was in a crossover period. Han Solo's technically exclusive, with the head and the torso combination, though again, probably a different combination like the Bespin Guard in different sets. And then Boba Fett has the arm print in, which now you can get readily, really affordably. The new Slave 1 is so good. TIE Advance would be a good one to pick up. I like the new TIE Advance, and the only thing that stopped me building it is there's 2 elements on the back of this Slave 1, and I'd kind of want to nab them for a period, but I don't know if they'd be returning if I like it too much. Got the Falcon from Africa. Oh! I read ahead. Got the Falcon from Amazon in South Africa. Amazon in South Africa for 6,500 Rand. Is it Rand? Is that how you say it? Apologies if I am pronouncing it wrong. That is 290 quid. That is a steal for the Falcon. Why is everyone finding the Falcon on a good price? I mean, I'm happy for you, but you know, send some of that luck my way. How much? Let's have a little sneak peek. Oh look, it's on offer again, 550. Nice. No thank you. That's not quite £300. That's nuts. Crazy how for so many years Lego only had one Slave 1. Yeah, and then they made 2. Oh yeah, one Django. Oh yeah. Would it come up if I search for it? Because it used to be called the Slave 1, didn't it? 88 sets pop up. So we've got 2 of them in 2025. And then we've got 1 playset in 2002. So what, in its 3rd year? It probably got working on a Slave 1 as soon as it could. Because 2002 is the first year we saw a Slave 1. Maybe it only took them a year to make it. Doesn't say when in 2002, because Star Wars come out in the first half of the year. And that used a similar element to what's used in some of the bigger playsets, like the Anniversary Slave 1 Starfighter. Everything else has changed about it though. It's got a little window on it. Oh, it's got a little look at on the nose. I wish they did use the nose a bit more, but I think Lego have gone for stability over the years rather than trying to add some sort of interior. No problem, Vaughn. Lego sales here have been nuts. Have been nuts. New Creator 3-in-1 castle for 1,100. Oh, that's like 50 quid, and the haunted one for 900. The haunted 3-in-1. That's a good set. But you can get the cockpit. So I think this is what Lego would do in the future. Maybe have a few of these on a limited run, which is actually interesting because I think Pick a Brick over Christmas was down for America. So if not Lego, there will be a company. And I think if Lego doesn't capitalize on this, this is where purists will get lost and traditionists in Lego will start falling off, because it kind of relies on Lego doing everything that is necessary, that is needed to keep it alive, which they don't all the time. Lego can't do everything. But rather than them coming out with a Slave 1, I think Lego would have such a market for Pick-a-Brick that, because they push it, even when you're on the home page, when you don't see you know what, you will see a little Pick-a-Brick icon. Can't find the pieces you need? Try our Pick-a-Brick. To like random customers that aren't going to have the foggiest what is going on. You open Pick-a-Brick or Bricks and Pieces and you're met with this. Okay, well I don't want a minifigure, although it's nice that they sell them in bundles. Let's have a little look at the newest bricks. And then you've suddenly just got all these bricks listed. Newest bricks is the worst. Because you're not, what is this? This isn't a Lego brick. What is it? It's a Technic brick. Can be confusing. Is that sand green? Is that Elsbeth's head? Normally you don't see any of the licensed stuff on here, but what Lego can do is just sell the cockpits on Pick-a-Brick and announce it. The old 2002 Slave 1 cockpit is now available on Pick and Build. No, Pick-a-Brick, the online one. Pick-a-Brick or Pick and Build in store. You couldn't fit that in a box. And people would come in by the dozens to rebuild an old set that maybe the exclusive piece don't exist. And on the channel, we do like building them out and putting them out. No problem, Rebecca. May the bricks be with you. But for other builders that perhaps, I mean, not everyone can look at a brick and see like 5 different ways to build it. That's my superpower. I'll admit that. That is a superpower. So for anyone buying Lego for anyone else and see, oh, this piece hasn't been around since 2002, I'll pick it up. And maybe they got the rest of the pieces, or maybe a few people pick up a few different pieces, and then you can build the sets. The one thing that will not change is the price of classic sets. A lot of people have kept boxes for that reason, but also the new elements would probably have new IDs. They wouldn't be the exact same. There'd be a tell. There would be a tell. And they'd also come out in new colors. So that old tie was a rubbish example. That's black and blue. That old wire wing that you want to build that's in dark gray and those pieces don't exist anymore. Well, Lego have just released this exclusive element in dark bluish gray or light bluish gray. And then you'd be able to build classic childhood sets through Lego. I think if Lego jumped on that for their pick-a-brick, especially with the loss of interest in Bricklink, if they jumped on that, I would be buying so many more things through Lego. Actually, I wondered if I should pick up a whole reindeer army for next Christmas, just before they're removed, because that set retired last year. So these reindeers are once gone, they're gone. And there's only, again, 2 numbers. 17. So these are the best sellers, and these are not. Maybe that's all that element ID means. But when they're gone, they will be probably gone. Didn't they come out in the Christmas tree? Maybe they're the new ones. Maybe the old ones are gone. I don't know. Crazy how for so many years Lego had only one Slave 1. Oh yes, we took a look at that. And now they've got 3. 3 that you can still build as well, because the old Slave 1 cockpit is still hanging around in new Lego sets. Lego sales have been nuts. Got the Gotham City set for 3,500. I'm not sure if that was a good pick up. That's like 150 in it. How much is the Gotham Arkham Asylum? That one. That's an expensive set. That's 270. So if this is the set that you got for 3,500, that's like 40% off. That's a third off. That's crazy. That's a good price. If I'm doing my math right, top of the head, that sounds about right. Santa's sleigh. I think Santa's sleigh is retired, or maybe it's hanging around for another year. Maybe it's got 1 year left in it. Oh, Gotham City Skyline is retired. I think that's gone. Yeah. So that's a great price. Let's have a look. What did it retail for? Because my partner's dad has that, and that looks so good. I think after building, I kind of want to pick up the Wicked set now, the Wicked Skyline. If Star Wars ever has a Skyline, I will be building it. Just so Lego know, I will be building a Star Wars Skyline. Is it still available? The Gotham. I think it was it was a Smiths exclusive here in the UK. So yeah, Smiths have run out of stock as well. Out of stock for delivery, for click and collect, even up north. That is not coming back anytime soon, but that was an amazing set. If that set came with, the Catwoman minifigure was awesome. If that set came with Batman, it would have to come with Batman, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and the Riddler, I would have picked it up. If it didn't come with Joker and Harley Quinn, and came with the Riddler and Poison Ivy, because they're the other minifigures that I want for my collection, easy pickup. I would have grabbed this, and that would have been an awesome display. It could have filled this gap. You know, if Lego, there's a Lego store out there that has a UV printer to spare and a Batman the Animated Series Gotham City Skyline, then I would be more than happy to build it, hang it up, promote the store. Not Lego, just the store. And that was a rubber cape, was it? Or did they put a material one? Ooh, material cape. Nice. Really good minifigures in here. And I like the gargoyles as well. Do want to pick up that Catwoman. What do we think that Catwoman is going for? And don't say too much. That's kind of a given. Oh, the sand green head wasn't Elsbeth. I don't know if I said that out loud. The sand green head was for one of the, I think it was the statue on the front of the Black Pearl. So kind of works for Elsbeth, not the right shade of green. Catwoman's only £40. Okay, it said 20. In the UK, £40. Expensive, and I really only want the head. Because the torso ain't that hard to patch together. Also, the utility belt for Batman and Catwoman. Maybe not Catwoman. That's harder to do. It'd be like giving Leia a utility belt. But for Batman, that yellow utility belt, where is it? That would be perfect. And you could also then make different Batman minifigures by removing it. And because I look at things with a very shake it up, customizable eye. And I think that does tell. Can spend hours on Rebrickable and Lego sites just like this, 100%. It's one of the easiest ways to pass through time, isn't it? Scrolling, having a little look. Let me make sure the camera is still in focus. And especially not just potting out sets, but having a little look. Some of them have got videos. I don't like the new Star Wars sets that have been announced. This one does show all the little Easter eggs in it. Spoiler alert, if you are planning on building that, I should have flashed up with that. Maybe we skipped it. But I love looking at Lego sets. This is what I'll end up doing in just any spare time I have. I'll have it up. Like I say, when I said that in yesterday's stream, I had the new Star Wars sets up on my screen all day. I did, and I'd just sit here, look at them for a couple minutes, and find so many new things about it. There are so many things I come across in streams that I just never would have guessed to have looked at. And I also said about, did I have the Snowspeeder? Yes. I also said about the UCS Snowspeeder as well. Set might go the same way as the Shadow Box. Is the Shadow Box worth, is the Shadow, because I know the Shadow Box was not looked down on. It was for a very specific audience, and I think a lot of the people that wanted play sets didn't like it as much. Oh, there's one on sale at the minute, 630. Yes, that goes to show it was well loved, and that has a good array of minifigures. Comes with the Penguin, Catwoman, Alfred, Max Shrek, Bruce Wayne, a Batman with a one-piece mask, and a Batman with the two Batman minifigures. Oh, Batman with a regular helmet and the cape. That was nice. Who is Max Shrek? A ruthless business mogul who served as the boss of Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, and ally to Hugo Strange, aka the Penguin. Okay, this is just a Batman that I haven't watched, isn't it? That's nice that they've got all the minifigures you could really need in the one set. Kind of similar to Arkham if they included the Riddler and Poison Ivy. Don't play too much of a main role in the show. But also you get Zev Sineska with Luke in the UCS Snowspeeder. When did Star Wars stop doing that? Is that isn't one piece as the cockpit? I think that front element is one piece, and then we've got some slopes in between the older wonky windows, I like to call them. Nice design to this, clean. Not all studs, but enough studs. I think sparingly using tiles in the middle of builds helps to create a nice Lego look, because the studs kind of get lost to the tiles. A solid one, and a few little stickers with the details that they have included in the UCS Slave one. These are UCS detailed stickers. I don't think we'd see them printed, maybe because there's two, one on each side. It would be nice to print. And UCS sets do need printed parts, don't they? If Minecraft are getting printed parts, how have we worked that out? Look, these bricks should definitely have been printed, maybe even printed double-sided, just in case 100 years time they wear down, and then you could just flip them around. If they are 1x2 bricks, definitely need some printing. We have a new Snowspeeder in the 8080 set. Had me in the first half. I think we will be getting a new Snowspeeder. We could see a new Snowspeeder in the Mando movie, but I feel like given how Solo went, Mando's gonna have some different minifigures. I think one of the magazines or one of the books later this year is meant to have a Snow Trooper in it. And I'm pretty sure we don't have a Snow Trooper on sets. We didn't get any with the AT-AT. No one said about any mysterious minifigures in that. Gonna double check, make sure there isn't any Snow Troopers in any of the play sets. But we've got one coming up in a future book, which leads me to believe they're either getting rid of extra minifigures, normally you would see them in the magazine, and the Snow Trooper has been in the magazine before, but not one of the minifigures that can pop up more recently. No, we're on to tags. Oh, there's a few deals on sets. 40% was crazy, and I definitely think stores reduced it further coming towards the end of its life. Look at that, the gunship. It says retiring soon. Is it out of stock or is it temporarily out of stock? Yeah, sold out. It's retired. They forgot to change that. Not a penny off. Not 1 penny off the Coruscant Guard gunship because of how well it sold. Named minifigures go a long way to that. We might as well check page 7. Any Snow Troopers? None as far as my eyes can see. So I do think we will get another Snowspeeder soon. If not this year, maybe later on in the year, maybe September, we could get a cheeky little Snowspeeder. Because next year I do want LEGO to focus on A New Hope. I don't think LEGO can do what they want to do if they try to incorporate Ewoks from Return of the Jedi. We're seeing that this year. And like AT-AT, even though it's Mando related, that still ties into Hoth and Empire. So get Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back out of the way. Anything that doesn't come out this year, don't release January. Sit on it, improve it, and then release it maybe January 2028. And then just have a full, as far as original trilogy is concerned, not all LEGO sets, just as far as the original trilogy is concerned. Focus A New Hope for its anniversary, celebrate that, and then come back with a mix the following year. Maybe some more Return of the Jedi sets. You want K2SO for the Alien Rebrickable mock. That looks cool. I've seen that one. That's a good one. I still want the giant dinosaur, the 3-in-1, not the new one. The fierce dinosaur. Not that. Oh, this one, T-Rex, just called T-Rex for the Turgle mock. I don't know who it was. One of the many people behind Turgle in the second Jedi game, featuring Cal Kestis, is responsible for making an alternate build of the T-Rex that looks like Turgle. And that is the only reason I want that set. I initially thought it'd be cool to have a big dinosaur, especially to try and turn this into a Triceratops, like the smaller set had it. Which I think, yeah, this one I wanted to build. That looks cool. But now I want Turgle. And the only joint I'm missing are the leg joints, which, come to think of it, let's get the instructions up, because the leg joints are the piece that you could use for a minifigure arm holding up a lightsaber, like the upscaled Vader we spoke about. They're the sort of joints that could be used for that. So maybe if we do get to see that, we will get dinosaur legs as arms. Where is this element? Well, we know it was on the legs, and it's also a similar piece that's been used in the new tiny dinosaurs. I think there's a different brick that's used. Here we go. It's almost similar to the AT-AT legs, except for it's built into bricks. Like it's connected in with a bit of Technic either side. This is the element. And we could have that inside minifigure arms. It'd be hard to squeeze that in. But this piece connects onto the legs, which are way back. Oh, there's one. I completely scrolled past this, didn't I? Where you could see it on the side of the torso. Here. this piece that sticks out just a little bit. Get that on the side of the arm, get the other piece over it, and then get one of those X-Wing nose cones to go over the top of that. Hello there, Crunchy Fredbear. You look at the cruise ship. Yeah, I can bring the cruise ship forward. So the cruise ship is based off a smaller set released by LEGO exclusively to be picked up on MSC Cruises. But the original ship was like a third, maybe a quarter of this size, so we had to blow it up. And I've had no use for these parts ever since. And it does have a little interior that I never got around to making. I wanted to add a nice wave to display this on. We've got a bit more space behind us, so I might get back into doing a few things for this cruise once we're done upscaling the Star Wars set. I have an affinity for getting Lego models and making them even bigger. I've realized that now. Something about the numbers is really satisfying. And all the windows up the side, which were individually placed. You can't see it, but they're all individual one by one Lego elements. Thank you. Had a lot of fun building this, and it makes use of the old police speedboat base. So this does technically float on water, though I am yet to test it out. And there's a clip system in the bottom. I don't know if that goes with any Lego elements. How wide is the space? Not quite 2 studs. So I don't know what that clip system, that's probably just for molding. We'll have to test this out on a body of water, especially closer towards the summer when the weather's nice enough to be getting like the pool out and stuff like that. We'll have to see if it does actually float. Don't mind R2 back there. That'd be awesome if it does float. All right, what tabs we got open? Oh, oh, maybe. Nah, we shouldn't. But maybe we could. No, we shouldn't. Let's stick up. But maybe we could. That is awesome. I can't get over that. That is cool. I might also revisit some of the Jurassic World sets. I think that could be cool to talk about the movies. Tie it in. If only I'd already built them. Forgot all about them. So the future of Lego Star Wars. Returning. Welcome back. The future of Lego Star Wars, I think, is in Lego's Pick-a-Brick. That might seem odd as a blanket statement, but if they did sell the exclusive Snowspeeder cockpit, I've got rid of the Snowspeeder, and if they did sell the Snowspeeder cockpit, just this front element, maybe the sticker sheets. I mean, they're pretty easy to download. It surprises me. Lego buying Bricklink, but then they've kind of shut down the buy-in aspect of it. What Lego sets need to do is have a copy of the sticker sheets in the cover. Lego Lego are so good. This is how good Lego are. I'm going to be stroking Lego's ego for the next couple minutes here, but Lego have their instructions up online. You could print your own bricks. You could try to do it. You could buy alternate company bricks because Lego know they're not going to be as good. Lego know that you can't do it as good as Lego. 2016, Wave 1, Will Scottian. Nice, probably the designer of the minifigure. Lego know that, oh, and the arm printing as well. I got those arms. Lego know that you're not going to be able to do it as good as Lego, which, funnily enough, can I get to my minifigure? Can I get to my Snowspeeder pilot Luke Skywalker custom minifigure using a... You know what? This Snowspeeder Luke, I actually got in a 4+ set. So technically, this is a 4+ minifigure. And look at that. Look at that detail on a 4+ minifigure. We have the, not the snood, the... You can't see it. It probably all looks white. But Luke has a balaclava on his head. You won't be able to see it much better. But Luke has a balaclava on his head. There you go. We've got a balaclava on Luke's head from the Hoth minifigure. And we've got grey boots. Again, official Lego minifigure, but we had to paint on the grey boots. Lego don't have orange and grey legs that have the Snowspeeder printing. I don't think they have the legs that don't have the printing on them. You won't even be able to print it. And then there's the arms. There's the UCS Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder arms as well. Only cost me $2.95 though. Not half bad. But what I was saying, awesome shirt. Look at that. Michael, oh, this is a different person. Will, okay. Not related by the looks, but Lego could include a printout of the stickers, maybe on the back page. They've got all the parts you need. The one thing missing, which if you were to check over the pieces, you wouldn't even notice there's a sticker sheet needed unless you go through the instructions. The one thing missing is the sticker sheet. Why don't Lego include an image of the sticker sheet on the back of the instructions, and then you could just photocopy, like to scale and everything? Because if Lego are worried about people photocopying stickers or scanning them to do their self, they're just going to buy the set, open it up, scan the stickers, return it, all bags are still sealed. And most places will take that and just sell the damaged box. Especially Amazon. But I don't see why they don't add a scan into the back of the instructions. I don't know if Lego would be able to provide you with stickers. Is there an old set that I want to build that has stickers? I don't think so. Because they're not available anymore. But I assume Lego would have to have kept the designs. I don't know if their customer service team is going to have access. Leave that one with me. I'm going to have to ask now. Now that I've thought about it, I'm going to have to see if you can request sticker sheets. Because you also wouldn't be able to do it like Lego print their stickers unless you had the right machines for it. Wow. Wow, that is a radiator. I think I could put that in my PC and it would stay pretty cool despite the fact that the ABS bricks are just going to trap so much heat. I wonder if you contact Lego. FNAF Movie 2 is... I quite like that. I love the lore and that behind it. Let's see if someone does scan stickers. Where can we get old Lego sticker sheets? Oh wait, there's a store dedicated to selling old, oh no, custom, not old stickers. Yeah, they're kind of recreations and they switch up a few things as to not get in trouble. But Lego wouldn't send you there. They'd probably send you to Bricklink, wouldn't they? What if you're in those 35 countries? Yeah, I'm going to have a little look into that. I will see, is there any Y-Wings? Are there any Y-Wings that need stickers? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, there we go. Back to the Death Star. Because the Y-Wing is one of the next sets that I do want to build. And I might build the Y-Wing from the Yavin set. I don't think there's stickers with this one. They normally show up around the minifigure celebration layer though. And Gold Leader. Who's got that? Looks like Snap Wexley's droid. None of the small ones. I suppose the UCS, that would come with the plaque as a sticker. Or was that printed? No. Sticker sheet. Okay. So I could look at that. Maybe the sticker sheet was at the bottom. Either way, I'll have a little look, see if there is any way. Look, there you go. Sticker sheet for the engines. Even though they're slightly covered. That would be a good one to build. And the other one was the Yavin. Yavin 4, the fourth moon of Yavin. It comes with this Y-Wing in the top corner, which isn't too far off the A-Wing and the X-Wing. Is it? When you look at it, it's not too far off. Suppose That'd be a good one to build. I don't think there's any stickers. Are there any stickers in this set at all? Because we do have a few screens. Are all stickers at the bottom now? Good to know. All right, well, Yavin is retired. So maybe I can try and look for that sticker sheet. That would be a newer one. I could always ask about, we've got 2012, 2018, and 2023. There you go. There's a nice array. So leave that with me, and I will see if Lego are allowed, first off, to give out these sticker sheets. Don't want to get anyone in trouble for it, but that would be a good one to find out. I do think Lego are just going to be selling these on Pick-a-Brick at some point. If they get around the issue with the license and can work out a contract where they can sell them, I don't think we get stickers. Let's find out together. On the Pick-a-Brick, no sticker, no sticker, no sort of stickers. And I don't even think it allows you to search for, you just got Lego bricks, Technic bricks, Duplo bricks, no stickers whatsoever. Sometimes Lego stores do give out some stickers. That's fun. But they're not these sort of stickers. They're just your standard. Almost collectible stickers. Almost. I don't know if anyone does collect them. It'd be annoying because they are all different. None of them are the same. Yeah, no one's found any way of getting them. They just say about finding an image of. I am surprised that no one scans stickers, but then again, I don't scan sticker sheets. Is that something that I should do? Should I scan sticker sheets before I make videos on the set so that if down the line we do need to print them? I don't know how we'd go about the scale, but that is something. And a lot of photos are taken in high enough quality. It would just have to be straight on. You'd probably get it in better quality than a scan. Although with Lego stickers, it's that reflection that you don't want. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe that is something I will start doing. The law was sick for FNAF 2. You're theorizing. Oh, yes. Yes, spot on. I can't wait for the third one. And I think it's because it's only been a year? Was it a year apart? Oh, it was 2 years apart. When you search for FNAF movie, you get some really menacing. You just open new tab. FNAF movie. What about FNAF 2? Should have been different eyes. That's quite spooky though. That is cool. Love it when Google does that. Does it do anything for Lego? Oh, no smart brick. No. Lego System AS. Lego's owned by, who's Lego owned by? I found this out the other day, and I think I said it on the stream, but it might have been the Batman stream. Lego is owned by not Kirk Christensen. What sort of AI overview answer is that? It's something to do with Kirk, but it's Kirk's company. Kirkby, that rings a bell. Kirkby AS, which is why it come up with Lego System AS. It's what does the AS mean? AS is a public or private limited liability company in Scandinavian countries like Denmark, Norway, or Iceland. A public or private, so just a limited liability company. Stock-based company, abbreviated AS, stands for. I'm going to butcher this, but I'm going to give it a go. Ax. Oh, how would it be pronounced? Axjeskap? How do you pronounce this? I need a pronunciation of this. So the word is on screen. There you go. That is the word. Axel. How would you go about pronouncing it? It's definitely like an Axel I feel like I'm pronouncing too many letters. Can anyone sound this out? Did I say I'm going to make mini sets large like the cruise ship? Yes, I'm actually in the process of upscaling this AT-RT. So mostly probably Star Wars sets. I did want to do it with a Mando speeder for May as well, but I might build the UCS set instead. So we've got an upscaled figure in the size of a mech, just to show you how big this set is going to be. We're looking at like 27 times upscaled, 1 to 27. So halfway, it's not halfway to life size. 1 to 3, 27 times bigger. Not anywhere near life size. I was going to say this is not halfway to life size. 1 to 3, aka 27 times bigger. 1 to 3 scale is crazy. That is like this big. That's probably 3 times that. Of course, ideas are also welcome. Always welcome. Pronunciation. All right, we're going to master this if it's the last thing I do. Oxyselskap. Emphasis on ox, as in oxyesel shop. Oh, shop, not scap. Why did it put SKAP for scap? Scap, scap, shop, scap, scap. I feel like scap sounds like shop. Scap. It's not scarp. It's not scarp. You're not elongating the A. Scap. Let's see if we can get. Can we get Google to pronounce it? No, there's no. Normally it'd come up with a little speaker. What if we translate it? There we go. It sounds like. Let me adjust these. Make the limited edition Lufthansa plane. Ooh. I can't say I have seen that. Is that the one? That isn't the one that came with the around the world one, is it? Is this a polybag? Oxshell says wait. Oxshell Oxshezel. Scop, like shop. Oxshez, and then Elskop, not Elshop. Oxshezelscop, which is translated into English for joint stock company. An Oxshezelscop. I feel like I'm saying that weird, and the more I say it's going to be weirder, but Oxshezelscop. Lego System Oxshezelscop. Or limited or ink in English, which companies use interchangeably. So they have a minimal share capital of 30,000 NOK, which is Norway's currency. That seems to be right. Oxshezelscop. I still feel like I'm saying it weird. All right, let's take a little look at the plane. I've still got it up. Nice. Oxshezelscop. Lego System Oxshezelscop. Although Lego Systems probably also translated. We won't get into that. Oh, this one. That'd be cool. That looks like the red plane. I don't know what it was called. I think it was just a red plane. It was 2024's polybag, because that's the year we tried to build all of them and almost did. Oh, it's nothing like this. Never mind. It reminded me a little bit of that. I think I'm probably combining a few of the models. Like if you get the end propeller of that, you get the front wings of that. It looks nothing alike. That would be a good one. That would be the good one to upscale. But this is what the cruise looked like. Slightly bigger. And then we upscaled it into the crews we have on display. I do recommend, if you do want to go and start upscaling, a polybag is the best to start off with, especially if you want to do the minifigure as well. Use some of the Lego upscaled minifigures. There's a few on the market. One currently available. I think the race car is the only one you can buy. Oh no, and Santa. I forgot Santa just come out. The upscaled Lego minifigure is still on shelves. An old one. 2020, early 2022. Oh, 1 year off, 2023. Oh, so close, but yet so far. So it's older than the Star Wars Battle Pack. We're seeing a few sets live out a bit longer, but the only part that is exclusive here isn't exclusive, because it's the same one used on the racing driver. Yeah, come out in 2023 and then again in 2025. So that will definitely be available. Interesting to see how the price compares buying it. What element ID are we looking for? Does this one work? Yeah. £4.16. It's £6. It's £6 on Brickout. So it is actually cheaper to buy things through Lego a lot of the time. But I don't need this. I don't need this. I'm going to keep telling myself that. It does look cool. It's a cool poly bag. So after the smart brick, I think Lego should start slowly bringing back some of their UCS elements also into Pick-a-Brick. Let's have a, there we go. Look, this is what I meant with the wig. So we've got the Anakin wig, which is the Clone Wars hairpiece. Funnily enough, not available in brown, which is Anakin's Clone Wars hair color. We've got dark brown, bright green for the Joker in the tumbler, and black. Who has it in dark brown and black? Keep doing that, highlighting everything. We don't want that. So the black version is out in Mike Wheeler from Stranger Things. Ooh, that's not something I was expecting to see pop up. We're hitting all of them. 2026, we've got Young Garmadon in the Old Town set. Oh, I suppose the bonus minifigure, isn't it? It's the bonus Old Town Ninjago, 15th anniversary. This one on the right. That's dark brown. That looks kind of light brown. But that's for the old Garmadon. Lights playing tricks there. Maybe it's the black. So that is a dark brown. Yeah, it's not reddish brown. It's straight up dark brown. And then what did I say? The Krill House for Mike. And then we've got the Tumbler Joker as well. Which one's Mike? This one? Fourth in? Yeah, this one's Mike. That looks like he's got from this far out. We'll need to zoom. Nope, can't zoom. Oh, let's see if we, yeah, we can zoom here. No, he does have a few wrinkles on the face. I don't think he's that old to have it. It's odd how he does have, maybe that's just a smudge. Kind of looks like Hagrid's head from afar though, if you've ever seen Hagrid without the beard. That is something. And then the Joker comes with Two-Face in the tumbler with the green hair. That's a nice Joker hair for that Joker. And that's a pretty good set. But that is all we got time for today. I think I'm going to leave it there. Some really interesting conversations. Lego, if you're watching this, I'd like you to reintroduce UCS cockpits and other exclusive elements to the Pick-a-Brick in newer fashions, newer colors, and that would be awesome. In terms of breaking down the Dark Falcon, we have done this back section. I have literally this section left, which, you know, I'm gonna part this out as soon as I stop going live. Wait for the stream to process, check everything is okay. But we are about a third way through. That base is going to need a bit more time, so come back for episode 2 where we will be talking. I don't think I have a topic. We will be going live at some point next week talking about the next Lego Star Wars topic. But until then, thank you so much for watching. And Crunchy Fredbear, may the bricks be with you. Moonshoes, may the bricks be with you. And to everyone else watching, may the bricks be with you always.